morning in Cincinnati. We're gonna go do a Fartlek run, which is like 2.5 miles of interval. So let's head outside. I'm still in the hotel. Have a good one. This should be fun. So I'm gonna try to run intervals. Intervals are really tricky. See how brisk it is. You know, it's not bad. I don't really know how to use a timer while I'm running. Someone forgot their beer. Let me see if I can load the timer. So, 1 second. I'm not sure my phone's gonna hold up for this. My data's been really strange. Hey friends, hope you're doing well. Alright, so now we're at a minute, so I'm just gonna pick it up a little bit. We're gonna go faster things. Not the right shoes. Not the right shoes. It's good though, I haven't pushed tempo this week. So it's good for me. But I don't like it. Here's where we're running. Welcome to my job. It's got a pretty busy day today. I got 3 meetings, a couple demos, lunch with a friend, finish reading a book, write 2 papers, 2 blog posts, go shopping, pack up, and the next morning we fly to Japan. At the next flight line, I'll check time. About 20 seconds. Keep it rolling. These are my least favorite runs because they're so hard. Bring it down. 1 minute trottle pace. Whew. Nice and mellow. We can get our breathing back. Should be a good time. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. It's beautiful out. 60 degrees in November. I'll take it. Whew. Now, we should be getting close. Let me check. The minute always goes faster than I want. Yeah, 20 seconds. How much fun. How lucky we are. You know, wake up early and do fun stuff. Work out. Alright, let's go. I don't know any of the words of that song. It's funny. Going from Japan time to Cincinnati time to prepare for Japan time here. My brain is so confused. It's such a mess. But at least we're up. We're out here. We're doing something better than that. 6 minutes. Should be edging up to it. I don't think we're there yet, so I'm gonna keep looking along. God, 2 minutes, I'm tough. Those are doable. I'm gonna walk. There's just a couple things that aren't feeling quite right about my gait today. I'm running in not running shoes. So I'm gonna slow down, make success about completion as opposed to perfection. Pace is a little erratic. My hips are twisted. And I got 8 miles coming up in 3 days, so I'm not really keen on screwing myself up. But I do think I'll try to lengthen out the distance a little bit, just for fun. See if I can get over. There's a big tower way up there, so I'll see if I can at least get us up to some work. So maybe I'll still walk jog it, but I'm racing today. Working out is so much fun. Nothing I would rather do right now than hang out with whoever this one person is on YouTube that's not talking to me. Alright, here we go. 2 minutes. Upper interval. Making a run for Summit Park. See if we can get it. We're gonna try. Alright. Let's go. It's dark. It's scary. Here we go. Stick with the bass drum. I gotta lean into the discomfort. I have to embrace the work today. I don't want to do it. So that's why we're here. Got all these doubts in my head. All these lovely excuses. I just gotta push through all that crap. Pace, good control. Gotta keep tempo. Let me check my time. We're getting close. Almost. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3. Whew. Well, this is a pretty extreme walk-run kind of deal. Not a huge fan. Nah, we're gonna cut in. I wanted to get out there, still kind of do, but these shoes are adjusting how I land, and it's putting a lot of strain on my shins. Like a lot of fatigue and tension on my shins. So, notice when you wear in shoes for one purpose, such as walking, which is what I normally wear them for, if you start to run, your gait's different, your landing's different, the way you roll on and off your feet's different. So it's putting my feet on a path that I'm noticing, and it's uncomfortable. And I know I have the right stuff at home, so I got a little bit of cardio today. Got a little bit of sweat. Got a little bit of interval. But I'm also just recognizing where my body is right now and saying, nah, no. We're not gonna botch our nice long run next week because we got impatient and silly on this run. So happy you're here, friends. It's just nice to always work towards challenging yourself and being reasonable. There's kind of a balance in those spaces. A short one today then, so it's gonna be about a 15-minute workout. That's not bad. 15 minutes is better than 0. I'll push on Monday when I get back on Japan time. I'm gonna be a slug on Monday. Monday I'm supposed to go 8. Oh, that's gonna be long. It's gonna be like 2 full hours, probably more. I'm not excited about that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep these shoes as walking shoes. I did 7 miles in them on my Monday run, and my body was messed up from that. So I gotta do something a little different here if we want to take care of ourselves. Whew. But my shoulder's kind of dislocated into place, so that was nice. I'm the floating shadow head right now. That's fun. And I still got some morning sunshine. Some pre-morning sunshine. I'm sure it's bouncing off the clouds around the earth towards me. It'll make its way. Got some nighttime vitamin D bouncing off the moon. I'm being silly, okay? Who knows though? The physics of that. Maybe it's still true. Maybe. Can you get a suntan from lunar watching? Just lay out under the moon all night. You get a tan from that? I don't know. Someone explain the science to me. Gosh, it is gorgeous out though. It is so nice. Yeah. Like, am I done? I'll keep walking a little bit. This is my hotel, but I was like, yeah, it's still kind of nice. We're at 12 minutes. I was like, maybe I could get a 20-minute workout. Stretch my back. Get out of my body. I woke up at like 2 o'clock and just started reading a book for grad school. It's a good book. This one's called I'm Studying Global Leadership. It's a Christian seminary. So there's like a lens of faith to some of the ways I study how to lead people. And what's this one called? I'm studying Christian social ethics, which is basically like how do you navigate various aspects of politics, interfaith dialogue, LGBTQ, how you kind of navigate the tension between different church understandings of these spaces, the world's understanding, where there's gray and middle ground, where there's dividing lines, and just what do you do with all that? It's kind of the whole essence of the class. Whew. You know, I think I just had to pull the cardio out. These shoes, I can walk in these shoes. It hurts when I run in them, so maybe I'm just not supposed to run today. I'm supposed to bring it down a little bit. Just focus on good walking form. Return back to basics. And look at that, just from a small decision, we got 3 more minutes of active cardio. Isn't that great? Which means we get 3 more minutes walking back. But yeah, working through this book, very dense. It's called Christian Hospitality towards Muslim immigrants in an age of fear. Really interesting premise. So it's all like written after 9/11 and kind of addressing all the different ways that like conservative evangelical Christians did a darn awful job loving Muslim people, right? Like all the bigotry and fear and hate perpetuated in those Christian circles. I'm not used to wind ground. This is great. No, it looks kind of silly. workout. Alright, 15 minutes in. Oh my gosh, this thing tells me how long I've been live. I can just use that to count intervals. What an idiot. The things I wish I knew. I can literally do the intervals off of my live counter. It's hilarious. Alright. Well, friends, what do we want to talk about? I don't know. It's pretty quiet. It's just me. Someday, the YouTube algorithm will find out who's supposed to be chatting with me. But for now, it's me chatting with me. Or me chatting with future you, if for some reason you found this live and decided, heck, I'll listen to this guy ramble. It seems half interesting. Even if there's these really loud, wisping wind sounds going on. I am working. Here, let's do a couple deadlifts. So I'm just going to kick my butt back. Squeeze at the top. Let's do 3. Now that establishment, I don't know if you can see it from here, Buffalo Wild Wings, is not something you can get in Japan. The concept of a boneless wing is definitely not a thing, especially within our embodiment from a Western American culture perspective. Like, it's very hard to find deep fried cubes of chicken breast in Japan. They desire the fattier meats like fried chicken thighs and stuff, which I've grown to appreciate on some days. Some days it's still much for me, where I'm like, where are we? Where's the white meat? I like want to fall back on what I know. And it's so interesting, like, you can't even get them sauced. Like, you can get chicken nuggets, okay? Chicken nuggets exist. There's McDonald's. You can buy frozen bags of them at Costco. Like, chicken nuggets are in Japan. They're a real thing. But if you want to get a boneless wing, it's just not going to happen. Like, they're not a thing. And, like, for me, it was a staple for life. Every week, every other week, get some B-dubs to go and just eat your trash fried cubes of meat tossed in sugar. Like, it doesn't exist. The closest thing they have, I'm going to say it wrong. It's like yang something, I'm going to mess it up, so I'm not going to try too hard, I'll hurt myself. Woo! Rolled my ankle, I'm alive. But, it's basically like they take a fried piece of chicken thigh, so again, you got those layers of fat rolled in with the meat, but if they fry it right, it's good. And they toss in kind of a sweet, spicy thing. I mean, it's like cousins, all right, with like Asian zing. It's close, but not. That's how to describe it. Close, but not. It's where we get in Japan. So that's always fun. I love this little circle try they put in. It's nice. Oh my God, they're fast. Oh no. Alright, cool. So now we're at 19 minutes. A little active cardio, a little walk. It's just shoes, man. The shoes don't work for me. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as I know that's what's going on. We aspired to run today. We were doing a workout called a Fartlek. Funny name, really challenging workout. I don't know, maybe it's named after Sir Fartlek or something. But you normally do alternating intervals of low intensity running, high intensity. So it's just interval training on your feet. But I really like it because it builds up my endurance to do the long runs. I'm gonna do a twist. I feel so out of alignment. I've been like laid on a couch in all these awkward positions trying to read a book for 2.5 hours. It's great when you take a class and the professor assigns his book and then you have to write a paper on it. There is a dynamic when it's his book. And I was like, I have to read the whole freaking thing. But it's actually really good. I'm navigating some interpersonal judgments with my professor. And he's like a really solid guy, great father, great teacher, very academic. In the season of life I'm in, I can't be that academic, like I'm juggling 3 going on 4 kids, so I got like a pregnant wife I'm taking care of, global leadership job, which is very challenging, and then I'm in grad school, and I had to do a business trip for a week out here, which is like all consuming when I travel, because you got to make the most of it. So that's been challenging. I'm gonna be quiet as I walk past someone, just enjoy the nice breeze. Just walking with this dog, it's cute. Snowflakes, it's nice. So, like, I reach out to 2 of my professors because I'm taking 2 classes because I'm an idiot. Great season to try to double up the course load and see what I'm capable of, which is borderline 0. And in this season, it's really low. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Taking 2 classes, it's just dumb. Oh, they redid some of this. Interesting, they re-landscaped it. And they kind of brought this in. Did they do it again, or am I just old? Have I not been here for a while? I used to live near here, so I come to this park all the time. Now we're in Japan. Hey, we hit 22 minutes. That's kind of the magic number of like, oh, you've done some decent cardio. Target's normally like 30, 40. And then when I do long distance, I go a lot farther. So I'm now in the point of like, I'm satisfied that I stretched this longer and just turned it into a walk to talk and process and hang out. But yeah, I'm having a hard time with school, and it's hard when you reach out to 2 professors with the same situation of like, I am proactively communicating that I'm trying to care for my wife. I have an international trip for a week, which is very demanding, and then when I come back I have all the kids because she's taking a trip, so I have to be full-time dad, full-time worker, and keep up with your course. And you get 2 completely different standards, where one's like, oh, absolutely, that's a huge load, that makes sense, turn in the papers when you can, you know, we can't shift the final assignment any later based on like our rules, but the other stuff, don't worry about it. And the other person's like, no need to keep me updated, like extensions are only acceptable for medical illness and unforeseen emergencies. And because I've foreseen this trip, then it's my responsibility to create magic time to fix it proactively. It's like, well, I can't do that. So it's like, I'm about to turn this paper in 4 days late, and they're probably going to be like, I'm trying not to overlook into it, but I mean, based on like the policy and the feedback I got, it's like, here's your hearty 0 for all your work trying to keep up, but you kept up the wrong way. Like, it's that kind of thing. So I'm a little bitter, okay? I'm working through bitterness, I'm working through frustration, but honestly, doing education my own way amidst the variation in like rules and policies is going very well for me. Like, I care more about learning than the grade, but I care about the grade, because if I don't get a high enough grade, first of all, I don't graduate the program. Second, J&J doesn't reimburse my college if I don't grade up high enough. So like, trying to process all those trade-offs is fun. That's a nice little hour for you. Morning. Nice to see you. Yeah, so it's like, I'm over here like warring with what's critical for my job, what's critical for my body and my family. How do I learn best? And when that doesn't fit on the rails of like academia, do I play their game and sacrifice learning or sacrifice health? Or in the case I've chosen this time, for some reason, like, I care about my personal learning and getting the most out of it, because I took these classes for a reason. Like, I just want to understand, like, Islamic peoples in a way that I don't. So it's interesting. We'll see where it lands. I'm hopeful that I won't straight up fail. Oh man, they closed the nature playscape. Oh, that looks like it's closed. That looks like a rule. Are we just gonna walk past that? In the U.S., you just do stuff and ask forgiveness later. So I'm just gonna casually walk down here just because I'm curious. There's an AED. And watch me get arrested. Oh, it looks so nice out here. Look at all this nature that you can play in. What a nice playscape. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be that much of a rebel. You're like, oh, the sign kind of looked like a suggestion. No, it's not a suggestion. Come on. Don't be silly, Joe. Where do we want to go from here? 22 minutes. It's probably 5:30. I'm starting to get some good cardio. I'll walk it out this way, bring it back to the main courtyard. Should be good. There's some nice houses and stuff back there. I could loop it. What do I want to do? It's weird because I know the distance I'm capable of. There's just other crap I have to do today. So it's like, how long do I want to enjoy 60 degrees and quiet at 5 a.m.? And the reality is actually kind of long. It's been a week. All right, let's see. Left or right, chat? Left or right? I choose right. We'll edge it out just a little bit farther. There's a cool little winter path over here. It's nostalgic, okay? Whew. Let's keep rocking it. Nice rhythm going. So yeah, I'm stressed, I'm tired, I'm kind of sickly. There's a couple days where I started sweating. Sweat is when my body's telling me you're done. It happens all the time. When I used to pull all-nighters in college when I was young, dumb. And what happened is I could stay up all night and do my homework that I should have done at another time. I was definitely capable of that. But I would get sweaty, fatigued, sickly feeling. So I know my body pretty well at this point in the game. I know when it's saying hey, you should probably be done. All right, we're gonna hit. Let's get deadlifts. Whew. Kick it back. 4, 2, number 3. There we go. All right. Good times, y'all. Good times. So we'll see. We'll see what comes from all this. But yesterday night, around 7, I was like, I can sit down and read school and get this paper in. And I was like, you won't learn anything. You dumb brain. You're exhausted. You're strung across time zones. You had a full flipping day. You have nothing left for school. Go to bed. And I successfully listened. I'm very proud of myself. I went to bed and woke up at 2 a.m. and did school at that time. Because I'm crazy. Actually, it's not bad though. That shift seems kind of wonky. Go to bed at 7, wake up at 2. I normally go to bed at 11 and wake up at 4. So if I pull the bedtime in at 3-4 hours, you would think the wake up should pull in a little bit. So it's actually kind of like a good night's sleep. And what's nice is it's pseudo functional US time. My clock's pulled early. I fade out right after dinner kind of deal. Which is hard because I haven't had margin after work to do the non-work things I have to do. I have to shop. There's a lot of things I have to pick up in the US while I'm out here. I need to make a list today. So I'm on a mission, right? I'm going to have to hit Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, Nike store, frickin' hate Target. I said Target already, right? Yeah, I just don't like Target. My wife likes Target. I don't know why people like Target. I don't get it. I know it's a thing. I'm sure people... Target is like Walmart, but more expensive, but not that much better. That's how I've always viewed it. Like, if you're playing for cost, go to Walmart. If you're playing for quality in the optimization, go to Costco. Like, there's no space for me in the Target realm. That said, for Black Friday, we always hit Target because they had the best video game prices. But that is all Target exists for, in my opinion. Like, why would you buy groceries at Target? Never got that. That doesn't make any sense. Go to Meijer, go to Costco. There's no reason to shop at Target. They don't have a full butcher. Like, with meat quality, doesn't make any sense. I got a like. Hey, what's up, maybe? How's it going, friend? We're on a morning. It was originally a Fartlek. A Fartlek is like an interval training run, but I'm wearing the wrong shoes because I'm on a business trip and I couldn't bring my running shoes with me. So I've turned it into kind of like a laborious walk around town, if that makes sense. So welcome to Cincinnati, friend. Normally most of my walks and talks happen in Japan because I'm based in Tokyo, but I'm on a business trip rambling about life. Right now I'm lamenting that Target doesn't make any sense as an institution. If you don't live in a US context, you might not know what Target is. It's kind of a cult amongst suburban moms where they make their husbands wait in the car while they have like their own Target culture. It's a thing. Make sure you don't forget your shoes next time. Well, the problem was, like, I'm out here, I come to the US like once a year, right? So we moved to Japan about 2 years ago. So I flew out with 2 full-size suitcases and a small-size carry-on like inside. And I have to buy like all the Christmas presents that we can't get in Japan for our kids, and shorts and t-shirts and dress clothes for me, as well as shoes. So the plan was to buy running shoes, but I've been so flippin' busy with my work trip that like I have to buy them right as I leave. So I thought, like, oh, I'll just come in like normal. These are nice. They're Nikes. I did 7 miles in them on Monday, and then I had like bad shin splints. So it's debatable, but you probably shouldn't run in your walking shoes because you have a different gait when you're walking versus running. These are my walking shoes. So like, it basically, you land different based on how the shoe's worn in, because I've worn into these shoes. If they were a fresh pair, like I had them for like a month, and I was walking in them and then I went for a run, it's probably fine. But I also typically don't run in this version of Nikes. I get like a thicker sole with like Brooks, although I'm interested in looking at Hoka. I don't know. There's different shoe brands that are built for running, but I'm a big guy, so I gotta be careful what I pick. I'm rocking like 300 pounds a man. It's not too bad. But maybe, how are you? You get your run in today? You up early or up late? I don't know what time it is for you. It's always fun crossing paths with people on these lives. I've been at it for 34 minutes now. So yeah, we did a couple like marathon pace, which is nice and mellow, for like a minute, 2 minutes high interval. So that's interval training, which is great. I like that. And I did 3 rounds of that, and then shin splints came right back, and I was like, no. Because I have an 8-mile run on Monday when I get back to Japan. So I was like, let's just get out on our feet the right way. But then once I started walking, I was going to quit early, like just like a light 12-minute workout. And as I started walking, I was like, oh, I got more than this though. And the weather was nice, and I wasn't doing my day job, and there's, nice sunshine almost when the sun decides to show up. If it'll show up today, you never know. It might stop one day. It'd be crazy. Probably rip the whole universe apart. But yeah, I stretched it out. So now we're at like 35 minutes into walk. Heck, let's go do another lap. Now I got people to talk to. It's quiet the whole time, which is fine. But if you're new here, woo! Dude, dude, 170, let's get it, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm about 300 pounds a man. I like to do long distance running, so I have a program called DadBod. So I train people up to do half marathons. So it's like a 16-week journey, all the runs, all the strength and conditioning work, and it's free. It's all on YouTube. And I'm going to host it in a Google class. So I'm still building it. But if you want to run a half marathon with me remotely, I can teach you how. Pretty much anybody can run long distances if they're on the right training path and have the right expectations and they're not disabled, right? And I think once you get into certain thresholds, even of like obesity, like that is a disability, but you can learn how to build the right core strength and stuff that's safe to actually do it, if that makes sense. This part looks pretty. Let's go this way. I'll take you under some little Christmas tree lights. But yeah, so the DadBod makes a half marathon accessible to people who are heavier set, have pre-existing health conditions or injuries. And then you can kind of work into it at your own pace. That's the whole value prop of it. It's fun. Let's see. This is so nice. So we used to come here all the time when we lived in Cincinnati. This is Summit Park. It's like a new yuppity park. It's got a nice vibe, couple nice restaurants, good playground for the kids. Definitely suburban, very suburban. Let's see, they have Senate. Like, this is a Cincinnati thing that people love. I think it's dumb, but that's just my own personal judgment. It's a hot dog restaurant, but they do like really overpriced fancy hot dogs. Morning. So yeah, they'll do different like fancy, expensive toppings. I can't even remember some. You know, like a Mexican hot dog and Italian hot dog. Like they try to theme them all, but then it's like $18 a hot dog. Like it's still a crappy 20-cent piece of meat, no matter how much polish you put on top of it. I'm gonna do some stretches really quick. Ow. Couple cross knees. So yeah, I'm just kind of working into some of my injuries. 4:20 p.m. You're in India? Awesome. Empu, what's up? Empu, how is... Oh, I had it memorized. Finland? Empu, you're Finland, right? I think I mistaked you for India on last stream. 4:20 p.m. in India. That's awesome. So you're just getting your day closed up. I'm just getting started. So Empu, to catch you up, we were supposed to do a Fartlek today, which is that interval training. So we do like 12:51. Finland though, right? Was I right? But we're supposed to do a Fartlek where we do intervals like 1 minute half marathon pace. So trottle, mellow, 2 minutes high intensity, and then you keep alternating. I did about 3 of those, and I'm wearing just my normal like Nike walking shoes. I didn't fly out to Cincinnati with my runners, and my body just said like no. Like my shins started flaring up and my ankles. On Monday, I just adrenalined it and did like 7 miles, and I was messed up. So I elected not to do that again this time around because I learned from my mistakes. Oh, Summit Park closes at midnight. Bummer. But what if I want to go for a run at 1 o'clock? What are they going to do? What are they going to do about it? Let's just cut across the parking lot. It's nice and scenic. Let's see. Cars are coming. Yes! Okay, I'm right. That's awesome. It's nice to be right for once in my life. Yeah, this week's been crazy out here. I've developed some cool tech for surgery. Can't really share what it is yet because it's not patented or public. But we had like a giant R&D open house, which means that like all the different groups, R&D is research and design, so it's the people who like create new technology, and then the company sees if they want to invest in it and commercialize it to actually like get it in the hands of people, right? So I developed some new tech and I presented at the R&D open house. There's probably 400 people there or so, and then I got to have like a lot of VPs test what I'd made, and you get like that great wow factor, which is awesome. trying to get funding, but our organization's a hot mess politically right now. So part of it's just trying to figure out, well, how do we continue to progress the vision iteratively until, that's kind of where I'm at, like iteratively until it works. So I secured $50,000 of funding, which is actually, that's USD. That sounds really huge for medical device kind of stuff. That's very, very small. So I'm like, all right, how do I make the most out of 50K? My initial ask was around 5 million. So if that helps you understand the difference, it's like 1% of what I got, 1% of what I was asking for, but 1% is better than 0%. So I got something, which is a good start. Everything costs a lot. Oh my gosh. It is outlandish, like how expensive it is to develop new technology that like goes inside of someone's body and cuts them up and puts them back together. Because there's so many like regulations, and the regulations are different from market to market, like Japan, US, India. There's not full harmony. So like to develop a medical device that you can legally sell and you have confidence it's safe and you have confidence that it's better than what exists and provides value, but it's still economical, like optimizing all that is insanity. So to develop a product from start to finish takes anywhere from 3 to 10 years to develop, depending on the complexity and how often you start and stop the project. And from a financial perspective, if it's just software, you can get away with something more in the realm of like 15 million. But once you start looking at software plus hardware, which is most of where I'm at, that's between 50 million, 200, 300 million, depending on how long development is, how complex the technology is. Like you look at robotics, like to develop robotic systems, it's like billion, billions. It's crazy. Everything costs a lot. Yeah, and R&D is already half. Yeah, exactly. It's wild. So I've been working for J&J for about a decade now, so I know a thing or two about how this stuff works, but there's also a lot I don't know. So like this trip was really about me growing and some of my, like overcoming some of the ways that I'm naive about how we develop products and how projects are funded and how you influence people to get them to believe in what you think you should be doing on behalf of patients, and how you get that to be prioritized against other priorities that these leaders have. So it's very, very complex. It's a very inconvenient problem to solve, really. I think I like it. I think I still like my job. My job's kind of in new territory, so I'm trying to lean into the discomfort. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. More funding, sumimasen. Funding onegai shimasu. Please give me funding. It's actually funny, the first robotics project I worked on was called Arigato. Or Arigato. And it was actually named that because I thought it had to relate to like Japan in some way, maybe. Like I thought that'd be cool. And they're like, there's a song by Styx called Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo. Like that whole song, I was like, oh geez. And then we had a guy on our team from Kentucky. In Kentucky, if you're not, neither of you should be aware because you're from India and Finland. Well, there's like different dialects in America. So like I speak with kind of standard English, Midwestern English. So I'm from Chicago. Chicago does have a bit of an accent. We do a lot of Chicago. We push the A's a little harder, all right, but not full Boston. Boston really stretches it. It's different, it's subtle. But in Kentucky, which is Southern America, they kind of slur their words together and they're very polite about it. So, like, when I worked with this guy, his name was Jeff, he was great. Every time, yeah, Apple, yeah, exactly. Whenever he would talk about the project, he'd be like, Project Arigato, and I was like, oh, it hurts. Because I knew Japanese, it's arigato, it's very soft. It's not really a hard R sound, it's like a ri, it's a RDL actually. So like I'd study Japanese, and I was like, It's Arigato, Project Arigato. It's like, yeah, here on Arigato. And I'm like, oh my God. It's terrible. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll stretch, maybe do a little push-ups. Yeah, exactly. Your Kentucky drawl looks perfect, Empu. Appreciate that, friend. So how's the weather in Finland? Is it nice over there? Today it's like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. It's temperate. So like maybe 25? Does that sound about right? Definitely not freezing or anything. Oh, somebody was smoking weed. That's not a surprise. It smells like weed. Marijuana. Let's see. It's cold. Is that the cold? Good morning again. You guys want to get an omelet? Let's see if the kitchen's open. It shouldn't be open yet. Let's see. Dang it. I want my eggs. Light snow. Very nice. Dog pulled me. Wait, what? I used to live in Chicago, which gets super cold. I love that stuff. Like negative 15, negative 20 degrees with wind chill. 2-foot snow drifts. That's the fun stuff. 2-foot snow drifts like half a meter. 0.6 meters or something. The stairs got me. Yeah, let's go stretch. As I am fairly tired. Yeah, I got kind of a nice setup here. This is like a Hilton. So breakfast will be done soon. I'm super hungry because my stomach's all confused about time zones. It's raining. There's snow and rain. Oh no, you're in India. Under my thick blanket. Nice. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to do a couple stretches, hang out for a little bit, and then should be good to go. Let's see. Rain and tacos. I assume you watch anime? A little bit. Not nearly as much as other people who are very enthusiastic about it, but I have an appreciation. No, I'm not going. I'm going to stretch. I'll hang out for a bit. Which anime do you watch? I've made it through Attack on Titan, so the final episode of that. Ghost of, what is it? Tokyo Ghoul. I worked through that one. That was good. And then, what other one did I do recently? Oh, this is going to bug me. Oh, House Husband. Or The Way of the House Husband on Netflix. That's like my favorite one so far. I mean, I've seen like pieces of Naruto and One Piece, but I haven't committed myself to them, if that makes sense. I like the more distinct, creepy, odd anime, if that makes sense. Just like because it's like nothing else that's really available in like Western cinema. So I appreciate those ones. That's why like Tokyo Ghoul is like, well, it's an interesting concept. And then I like all the like Miyazaki movies, Studio Ghibli. I've seen all those. That's home stretch. So we get to hang out. Okay, so Pooh should know all this by now, but we'll have our knees at 90, arm at like 45. I'm just gonna do 15 clamps. Oh no, that's terribly uncomfortable. But yeah, what anime do you watch? Boy, and the what did you write? Sorry, Boy and the Stork. New Ghibli movies. Oh yeah, I heard about that thing. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, that one looks interesting. There's also like a new anime on Netflix called Pluto. I heard that one's very good. I haven't worked through it. I have limited time between content creation, grad school, raising 3.5 kids, global leadership on robotic surgery. I'm kind of busy. So I could only really entertain like one show at a time because I'm only a man. So the next part, you lift your knee and your foot off just a little bit. You drop your foot to your other one and lift it up. So you'll feel action kind of this area, which sucks. Boy and the Stork. Yeah, I don't even know how to see movies in Japan. We've done Well, that's not true. I mean, I've gone to the movie theater to see the Super Mario Bros. Like, I don't really know what's on, if that makes sense. You've watched 3 episodes of Pluto. Really promising. Really? Okay. The episodes are really long, though. I'll get through it eventually. How long? Like, full movie long? Like, an hour and a half long? Ah, these ones suck. 2, 3, 4, booty. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, straight leg. These ones also suck. 1 hour at least. Oh my goodness, that's no good. That's that's too long. Like I got burned by that with like Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad has fairly long episodes, not full hour, but they're close. And I tend to discover shows like way after they're released, and then I watch one episode. I was like, oh, this is what people cared about. So then my whole life stops, and I have to like blitz through an entire series. So like I discovered Stranger Things on season 3 and did all of it in 3 days. My work suffered, that's for sure. But I was like, I can't, move on from this. Everything needs to stop until I figure out what happens to the boy. Yeah, the long shot. So yeah, Breaking Bad was awful for me because like I found that one on accident. So I was like, oh, let's see what it's about. I gave one episode a go, and I was like, oh, this is the show. This is shoot. And then I looked and saw how deep it was because there's like 4 or 5 seasons. I can't remember. And that was a mess, and I was almost clear of it. Like I was almost back to normal life. I was telling my friend like, yeah, I just worked through Breaking Bad. Like, oh my god, I finished it. So Mason's like, well, you know about the other series, right? I was like, what are you talking about? And it's like Go Call Saul. And like it's a side prequel series kind of thing. I'm like had to work through all of that, and then there's the movie El Camino. Like there's just too many of them. Yeah, one of the better ones, right? Peaky Blinders got me recently. Made it through all of that. That was a lot of work. And Squid Games. Those are kind of my big shows that I've made it through. I mean, way, way, way back when, like Lost. I was all in on that mess of a show. That one was a major disappointment. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight leg. Here comes. Ah! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, hurt. Yeah. I think that's all I want to do today. Do a little hip openers. I'm not going to do any kind of cat stretches or anything. Laying on the ground like maybe I should just go to bed. Good going. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad I stretched it out because I had like an expectation of what the workout would be, and it just wasn't going for me, and it feels really demoralizing when you're like, shoes are keeping me from fitness, or is it just poor like mental resolve, and for you to be like, no, I know this is hurting my body, so it is shoes, But like I found a way to still walk a long distance, which made me pretty happy. I did probably like a mile and a half. So let's get going. But yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, go get continental breakfast. Though if it's 6 o'clock, it might be open. No, it's 6:30. I think it opens. Sucks because I'm hungry. Maybe I'll get Chick-fil-A. I should get Chick-fil-A. That's garbage panda food though. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But Empu and maybe thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the 2 likes. That's the most likes I've gotten today on this live, so that's pretty cool. But I appreciate both of you. Eventually, we're going to be back on our normal Japan workout schedule, which will be shifted about 12 hours, 14 hours from this. I'm craving some pizza. Dude, get it. 200 meters is having a sale. Absolutely. Go for it. Pizza's a 10 out of 10. Cheerio. Yep. See you around, friends. Keep changing the world.